Outerspacerz. You are listening to the Dr. Elenore Show. I'll say radio.
Still, no sign of Breached. I don't know what happened with them, but, you know, the Outerspacerz got a new remix. This is the Dr. Elenore Show. We're here today. It's Thursday at 1 o'clock. I know it's different. It's not at 6, but you're going to have to deal with that. You're just going to have to get used to that. We'll wait around. We'll see if Breach shows up, but if they don't, hell, man, I don't know. Let's just keep the rock going then. Elenore Rigby remix by the Outerspacerz. More to come on Say Radio.
Elenore Rigby picks up the rice in the church where a wedding has been. It's in a dream, waits at the window, wearing the face that she keeps in a jar by the door. Who is it for? All the lonely people. Where do they all come from? All the lonely people. Where do they all belong? Father Mackenzie, writing the words of a sermon that no one will hear. No one comes near, look at him working, darning his socks in the night when there's nobody there. What does he care? All the lonely people. Where do they all come from? Elenore Rigby died in the church and was buried along with her name. Nobody came. Father Mackenzie wiping the dirt from his hands as he walked to the grave. No one was saved.
You're listening to the Dr. Taylor North Show on Say Radio.
I don't know how to explain this to you guys, but this okay. Breach is not coming. I guess I don't know what the hell happened to them, but what? You are the guy who took over my Facebook. Who are you?
I am Thongman!
Yeah,
Wait, whoa, this is not the grocery store. I'm hungry.
man. What happened to Breach? What happened to the band?
Oh, you mean the guys outside? They're being attacked by the old guy with the teeth?
Yeah.
Well, I rescued them from the old guy with the teeth. The Geriatric, by the way, my arch nemesis.
Okay.
But the band got hit in the forehead too many times by false teeth. So they're crying across the road at Starbucks.
Oh well. Well then, what? Okay, fine. Then, who are you?
I am Thongman!
I guess I should have got that from the first time. All right, Thongman, what's your story? What do you do?
I am a superhero.
Okay. That explains the thong and the tights.
Well, of course it does.
Now, every superhero has an origin story. What's yours?
Well, it's a funny story. It's a long story, but I do promise to make this story short, seeing as you, sir, look like a busy man.
Oh,
the last
I'm not
thing
that
I would
busy.
want to do is keep you from doing what you need to do. What happened here is I was milking a cow in the barn where I used to work. That's correct, milking a cow. I'm not bad at it, as I've been told. And a truck crashed kind of in front of the barn. Poured green stuff. It said nuclear waste.
Nuclear waste.
A nuclear?
Never heard of it.
Nuclear? Something like that.
Nah, man, that sounds weird. Nuclear?
Reading is not my thing. But it was green and it got all over the barn. Just then, there was a big meteorite coming towards the barn, which somehow got shot down by a red laser.
This is a lot happening at the
And
same time.
just then, when all of this happened, a lightning bolt hit the barn and sent us all flying. I woke up, the cow was gone, and I seemed to be a little heavier than I was before. And for some reason, through my lovely male nipples, was dripping warm milk. Watch this. Like, oh,
God,
God.
man,
If I
come on.
squeeze the nipple, this warm
Ow.
milk just comes out. You'll be asleep soon, I'm
Yeah,
sure.
watch
sir.
where you aim that.
I'm
thing.
sorry, the aim is not quite there yet. And my partner, who was once my boss, he was watching a movie with Arnold Schwarzenegger, I think is the way you pronounce it.
Hey, man, that word's not allowed around here.
Is that one? Well, he was watching that, so he kind of merged with this really weird actor's voice. He's Asian, and he sounds like Arnold Schwarzenegger. How do I say this word here?
Negger.
Schwarzenegger. That's right. But he also merged with the palif of rice that he was eating, so he can actually throw acidic rice from both of his hands.
All right. So your superpower is you get a lactate.
I can lactate. That's right. It's all super warm milk. Like I said, sir, you will be asleep soon.
Oh, I passed out a little bit. I kind of
Did you?
snapped back in. No, it's because I'm wearing the headphones. I can hear stuff. It just woke me up.
See, I don't really pay attention to things all that often. But I also merged with the cow, seemingly at what somebody told me was the genetic level.
Almost there.
Okay.
Genetic level.
What?
Genetic level.
Gelatin level. So I merged with the cow there. I'm really heavy and I'm really dense, and sometimes people poke me with sharp objects or shoot me with bullets, and they seemingly bounce off this lovely stomach that I have.
Okay. All right. Now, you said there was a man throwing teeth earlier. What?
Yes,
The geriatric?
The geriatric. He's
Very
a
nice.
horrible villain. He steals bread from every store that he possibly can, and he throws false teeth at us. For some reason, they just never stop coming. They come out of his mouth, they hit me, they fall on the ground, and he throws another pair. Typically, it's time for me to leave, however, when he takes off his adult diaper. Poo-poo's kind of gross.
Yeah, it's not the most nice thing in the world.
And unfortunately, this band that you're referring to fell
Breached.
victim to the geriatric earlier today.
So they got
one of them did
feces
get
all
hit.
over their places.
Yeah, the diaper hit one of them in the
faces,
face.
man.
He
Feel so
didn't
bad for
look
those
very
guys.
happy. I tried to stop it, but I myself was hit earlier today too.
Well, maybe they'll write a good song about it.
Perhaps.
Now,
You say they're a band?
yes,
They play music?
that's usually what bands do.
Are they good?
I don't want to say yes. I don't want to say no.
Will they write a theme song for me? Because I heard that every superhero should have a theme song of some kind.
I can write you one. Right here, watch this with Thongman! Lactating from his nipples.
That's not bad.
Should get Axl Rose to do that.
I don't know who that is.
Oh, well. Moving on. You must have a lot more than just one villain here, man.
Oh, we get hit all the time by
You
all
do
kinds of crazy people. Just
you
last week, we
stand out in
fought
the
Port
villains,
Chopicus. Yes.
Port Chopicus?
Port Chopicus. He was wearing an unusual red soccer jersey and was bouncing a soccer ball, and he was screaming the word, Ronaldo! I don't know why, but he was stealing pork chops and throwing them at people and laughing while screaming, Ronaldo! We had to bring him to justice. He was far too loud.
And what did you do to him?
We took him to the nearest police station, but unfortunately the police beat us up instead.
Well, they thought, I guess wearing a thong to a police station.
It was something about constitutional rights. Somebody stepped on rights of some kind. I don't know what that means.
We got some villains, we got some foes of yours. Now, do you have any friends in the world? Is there any allies?
Yes, the Nacho Lord, who used to be a really, really, really bad man, recently became our friend. His girlfriend kind of broke up with him. She was called the Nacho Bitch, and she's not very nice. But she broke up with him in a restaurant. He was really embarrassed. So we had drinks together, and we figured out that he really wasn't that bad a guy. Plus, he's super cool. I mean, he can throw nachos from his fingers at almost the speed of sound. It really hurts when it hits you. Sometimes it cracks glass.
Oh, really? Oh, really? Well, that guy could come in pretty handy right now. I'm pretty famished.
Yeah, well, I'm hungry myself, which is why I'm really disappointed. I appear to be in
I have some
a
crap to do.
radio studio as opposed to the grocery store.
Wait, how? Well, thank you for saving them. You are a little more interesting than I thought you might be.
Thank you.
No, I'm just out of words, man. I can't stop staring at your costume.
Well, that does make me feel a little bit shy.
Don't you get chilly in that thing, man?
Well, I almost weigh 940 pounds. I
Oh.
don't think it's really possible for somebody of my girth, we'll call it, to experience cold in the same way that a skinny man like you would.
How did that costume come to be? Is that like a superhero costume? Is it superpowered?
Well, the boots, I kind of found the boots around the corner from here. I'm a little embarrassed to say. The job that I had
Well, it's a good find.
cows didn't really pay that well. The thong that I currently wear, there was a man doing some naughty things in a bathroom stall at the gas station, and I think it was the girl that he was doing naughty things with left her underwear behind, and when I pointed it out to her, she said I could keep them. One day I'm going to wash them too. They're not really all that, clean smelling. And as for my cape, well, there was a curtain in the bathroom, and it just called out to me. There it was. I asked the owner of the gas station if I could purchase the curtain, but he told me since I was already wearing it around myself that I should just keep it and get off of his property.
And just like that,
He was very rude.
Thongman was born. Now, what kind of crimes do you stop in this costume of
I'm
yours?
very happy you asked me that question because just last week, Wednesday morning, I believe, there was a girl who put a cigarette butt on the ground and we made her pick it up. There will be no littering when Thongman is on the case.
Man, we should get you out. We should get you out there after and get all those smokers to pick up them.
I think we should. If there's cigarette butts on the ground anywhere near this place, they should be picked up by the perpetrators.
You are a fan of making appearances at expos. Now, what kind of appearances has Thongman made?
Well, expos, I think that was a baseball team, right? We don't hang out near those guys anymore. Oh, you mean shows?
Shows.
Yeah, shows.
Shows.
Okay. Well, what about them?
Oh, I'm just saying, have you met anybody cool there? I met this one guy who said he knows you, actually. He knows you personally.
My mom said I was cool once.
Oh.
But if somebody else wants to say that, I really want to hear it.
Dr. Stevil.
Dr. Stevil,
That's
yes. Right. I know who Dr. Stevil is.
He's the man who said I should look out for you. Now I remember where I know you from.
Okay, but he said naughty words about me. He told me that my costume, once seen, could not be unseen, but I didn't quite understand that. Maybe you could tell me what he meant.
It'll always be burned into my memory.
But that's good, isn't it? I mean, as a superhero... You
can take it as you want.
That's marketing at its finest, though, would it not be?
Yes.
All right. So you'll never forget me?
No.
And whenever you have a problem with litter, you'll call Thongman!
Thongman and the Yellow Schwartz.
Yeah, where is he, by the way?
Yeah, that's what I want to know.
See, the problem is he's
hungry.
really skinny, and I lose him a lot. The wind picks him up and carries him away sometimes.
All right. Well, Thongman, if you just sit tight, I'm going to play a little bit of Dr. Stevil for you right now because I had him in here not too long ago, and he brought this to my attention, and it is one of my favorite songs.
Oh, then let's listen to it.
We'll be back in just a bit with Thongman, but Yuri's here, and we're going to hear a little bit from him and Cupid later. Also, the new Joe Satriani and Fits in the Tantrums.
No one knows
Kick
what
it.
it's like to be the bad man, to be the sad man behind blue eyes. No one knows what it's like to be hated, to be fated, to telling only lies. But my dreams, they aren't as empty knows what it's like to feel these feelings like I do. And I blame you. No one bites back as hard on their anger. None of my pain and woe can show through. But my dreams, they aren't as empty as my conscience seems to be. I have hours only lonely. Love's vengeance is never free. No one knows what it's like to be mistreated, to be defeated behind blue eyes. No one knows how to say they're sorry, and don't worry, I'm not telling lies. If my dreams, they aren't as empty as my conscience seems to be. I have hours only lonely. Love's vengeance is never free. No one knows what it's like to be the bad man, to be the sad man behind blue eyes.
What the hell? Yeah, I know, man. It's a lot to take in at first. Who is this man? That's Thongman. Hey, say hi, Thongman.
Hi, Thongman.
Okay. Why you not have? Where's the band for? Oh yeah, the band. Apparently they got taken out by the What's it called again?
The
Geriatric.
Geriatric. Yes, Geriatric. That's him.
And Thongman here took care of that, but you know they're too injured, they can't come in. So you know, Thongman came in.
Excuse me, sir. Who is that guy beside you?
I'm Yuri. That's Yuri. He's the weather guy.
Oh,
Yes.
but there's no weather inside the building.
No, okay. No, I'm just do this and I leave. This guy is freaky for me. He's freaky for you? No, he make me uncomfortable. Why's that? I can see his nipple. You should see what he can do with his nipples. I rather not. I'm sorry.
I can give you a demonstration.
No,
Yuri, if you'd
thank
like.
you. I just do whether I go, okay? Okay, go ahead and do the weather. The Radio Toronto weather. Tonight is 11 degrees. Tomorrow, 13 degrees but rain. Saturday, 17 with clouds. New releases. CD, Deer Hunter, Monomia. Monomia. Mamma mia. Close enough. Something like that. Fits and tantrums more than dream. I say it for you. You play this, okay? Thank you, Yuri. You're welcome. Icona pop. Iconic Joe Saturday, any unstoppable momentum. You play it too. Okay, yeah, we get it. Lady Antebellum Golden, Rod Stewart time. DVD, Flashpoint, Season 5, Jack Reacher, Mama, in Safe Haven.
Excuse me, why are your cigarettes pink, sir?
Pardon me.
Your cigarette, the one you're smoking right now, it's pink.
I don't smoke cigarette.
What is it?
Finger, what you talk about?
Oh, finger. Maybe, I should
Where
pay
do you
attention
see
to
cigarette,
things.
man?
Okay.
Do you have a cigarette? I take one from you.
No, sir, there's no smoking allowed in the building, and as a superhero, I certainly could not endorse you smoking indoors.
Okay. All right, but in theaters tomorrow, The Great Gatsby. Okay, I go. Hey, wait. Before you go anywhere. What? Forgetting something. Oh, okay, yes. Compare the cover for today's I Am Walrus. Who against who? Jim Carrey versus Bono. Wait, Jim Carrey. Oh. Yeah, that's right. Compare cover. Jim Carrey versus Bono. Thank you, Yuri. I know you don't want to be here that much longer. Not really. But do you want to stay in here, Jim Carrey sing I'm the Walrus? Okay, fine. After that, I leave. But Jim Carrey versus Bono. Whatever.
Yo, what's up? This is the Outerspacerz, and you are tuned into the Dr. Taylor North Show on Save Radio.
It's astound. Ah, damn it. Every time I hear that, I want to keep singing. We are back. It's 1:30, and I'm here with the very, very lovely, and I guess clothed now, Kevin Jackal Johnston with a T.
Well, thank you very much for putting the T in there. You'd be amazed how many people misspell jackal and forget to put the T in Johnston. It's the Irish version, of course.
Those
And let me
Nimrods.
first off say this, Dr. Taylor, you are by far the most handsome radio talk show
come
host
on,
I have
man.
ever
Come
met
on,
in
man.
person.
Come on.
And the only one without his ears pierced. Look at that.
Oh,
Clean earlobes.
yeah, I'm not a
Phenomenal.
fan of that. I'm not really a big fan of your piercing. Where did the jackal come from? I've been wondering this ever since.
Oh, Kevin Jackal Johnston. All right, I know that I'm not allowed to use profanity on today's show, so
would
here's
prefer.
what happened. I moved out of my parents' house when I was 18 years old, and I shot right down to Hamilton, Ontario, for the sole purpose of DJing, for the sole purpose of
DJ Jackal Johnston.
taking as many ladies to bed as possible because I was under the impression that DJs got laid a lot.
Yeah.
Regrettably, I was incorrect in that assumption, and I started off with the name DJ A-Hole. I won't use the SS in the word there. However, during one of our big DJ parties where all of us used to get together and exchange music on chromium dioxide tapes, somebody said DJ Jackal and not DJ A-Hole. And the name stuck. After that, everybody introduced themselves to me by saying, "Hey, Jackal, nice to meet you. Jackal, nice to meet you." Like, dude, it's not Jackal. It's not Jackal. It's not Jackal.
It's DJ Asshole.
This, it is DJ Asshole, and dang it, well, the name stuck. And it's actually for the better because, you know, Canadian radio and Canadian television, everybody's so damn sensitive in this country that A-Hole would not have flown anyway.
Yeah.
So thank you for that question. Thanks for
DJ
reminding me I
Grumpy
wasn't getting
Pants.
laid all that much when I was
Oh.
18. Much appreciated.
I wasn't trying to, man.
Yeah,
I'm
well, I
sorry,
can see
I'm
the
sorry.
smile on your face. Yeah, it's all funny. It's okay. It's all good.
Yo, I forgot to read some news. You want to read some news with me?
I
Wanna hear
would
about
love
this?
to hear some news. What do you got?
Woman survives after harpoon hits cervical spine. A 28-year-old woman miraculously survived after her husband accidentally shot her in the mouth with a harpoon. The Rio de Janeiro State Health Department said in a statement that the woman's husband was cleaning his spear gun when it fired a harpoon that hit her cervical spine.
Can I actually see that?
Yeah, man, I'm
Is
not
that a
making
real
it up.
newspaper?
Yeah, man, I took it out on the way here.
Would you look at that?
Mm-hmm.
Woman survives after harpoon hits. Okay, this is in another, it's in
sorry,
another
honey.
continent,
Yeah.
right? And what I am actually amazed, I will say this, I do like technology in that stories like this would never have come to light before. So,
How would you apologize for something like that? Sorry, honey, shot you in the face with a harpoon.
I wouldn't. I just run.
thought you were a
I would
whale.
move. I would move. No, I wouldn't make any jokes of any kind because I'm in trouble enough. I'd leave. I think you would too, wouldn't you?
Yeah, you know.
Gone. I wouldn't date again for a while either. I'd probably feel very guilty. I am
I'd
that
probably
kind of
just
guy.
ditch the harpoon. You know? Sir Paul McCartney battled bizarre conditions during a concert in Brazil after a swarm of grasshoppers invaded the stage during his performance. The Beatles icon was entertaining fans at the Serra do Rada Stadium in Goiânia when the insects attacked. One even settled on his shoulder and remained there for much of the gig. So that's right. He's a Beatle and he's got some grasshoppers all over here.
I'll tell you this, ever since he took up the challenge of this do not club a baby seal thing, trying to tell Canadians that they're not allowed to club Canadian seals on Canadian soil, I'm not interested in listening to anything this guy has to say. I certainly couldn't care less if...
Polly?
Do I do what now?
Who, Paul McCartney?
Paul McCartney. You said Sir Paul McCartney. Yeah, forget him. If he had bugs on his body, it serves him right. If they flew down his throat, that would have been even better. It would shut him up for a while. Please continue. Shocked look on the guy's face. You should see Dr. Taylor's face right now. Oh.
I'm a big fan of Paul McCartney.
Oh, well, then I'm not sorry.
So let's move on to your graphic novel here.
Yes, sir.
Let's keep going here. Jackal.
We have several graphic novels, and they're all free of charge for you to read. JackalComics.com.
And
now let's spell Jackal one more time.
Remember that.
Well, here we go. Jackal. First off, it's Jackal, not EL, not LE. It's Jackal. Jackal Comics. Okay. Now imagine this. It would have been A-hole Comics if that DJ didn't screw up my introduction. So JackalComics.com. Thongman, I think you talked to that crazy fat guy a little earlier today. He's one of the graphic novels, and certainly one of the more unique ones. In fact, now that we're on the topic of Thongman, let's just tell you how this one's working. We have already put together 40-plus pages of this book, but we want everybody else who's a comic book fan to be a part of it. What we mean here is if you have a villain idea, which I think you do.
Oh, I do.
Take photographs of yourself posing in whatever kind of crazy pose you'd like and write your own dialogue. We want crazy people. The crazier your concept for a villain, the better. Take photos, send them to us through the website, JackalComics.com, and what we'll do is take photographs of Thongman and Yellow Schwartz and the Nacho Lord, our three villains, fighting with you, put it all together in Photoshop and put it up.
And have a nice little pretty picture for Mama.
Well, yes. You know what? In fact, don't show your mama. She'll be disappointed.
Look what I did.
And then she'll remind herself it's too late to put the condom on.
Would you like to... Would you like to hear some of the villains I came up with?
I cannot wait to hear what kind of villainy you've cooked up.
All right, so we came up with a couple yesterday. One of them, I think the best one we came up with is, his name is That Time of the Month.
Oh, go on.
And it's exactly what it sounds like. So his power, his main hobby is he likes to run around.
Yeah, giggling is good.
Yeah,
yes.
He just likes to yank out girls' tampons.
And he does this for a reason or for no reason?
He does this to be evil, and his superpower is the ability to give girls their period. Early, late, he can make a girl worry about being pregnant, be like...
Okay, so when some chick turns him down for a date, which I think they're going to, he can make them bleed and ruin their night.
Who wants to be coming early this month? Yeah.
He could really throw off someone's cycle.
Oh, yeah.
He could make them question their pills.
Exactly.
Maybe they're on the wrong formula.
Or maybe they're pregnant, right? They come late.
Oh, geez, could you imagine? What would happen then?
Yeah, and they would go out, they would all get the pregnancy tests.
Well, you know what he's going to do? He's going to keep a lot of doctors in business.
Oh, yeah.
For a very long time.
He should work for me.
Yes. Gynecologists, he'd keep them busy.
Oh, exactly.
Who wants to do that for a job, though? Really? The gynecologist.
That should be his alter ego. He's a gynecologist.
So that way he knows more about it.
That's how he got his powers.
Bingo!
Now working on a radioactive vagina.
There we go. And on top of all of that, he creates his own client base by making them bleed early or late.
What a genius.
Or constantly.
And then the second one I came up with was less... It's more of like a rundown kind of homeless roadie guy who has a shotgun. Not a homeless guy with a shotgun. He's not homeless. But his name's Shotgun.
He's not a hobo.
No.
Which was a phenomenal movie, by the way.
And everybody, shotgun. He wants to ride in the front seat. He wants to ride in the front seat, but he wants anyone and everyone to drive him. He doesn't want a taxi. He doesn't want to buy his own car. So he runs up to your car at a stoplight, rips out the front or the driver and the passenger seat, like, get on out. Okay, I'm going to need you to drive me to the grocery store. I'm in need of milk. So
Yes, well, he's as asinine as Porchopicus is. Certainly as asinine as the Geriatric.
No powers.
Yeah, no powers.
No powers.
No
He
powers
just
at all.
Rocks around with a shotgun, and he's always in jail because, you know, he goes in the store and then they call the cops on him. Then he walks out. He's like, ah, damn it, not again.
Well, this guy would make a perfect Thongman villain because Thongman's quite the idiot and wouldn't be able to do much with him anyway. Certainly wouldn't be able to suppress a real criminal.
Exactly.
So again, the dumber the better.
And I don't think Thongman doesn't have to run into him that much because the cops are always taking him away. Like right as Thongman gets there, he's already in handcuffs. Like, hey, what's up, man?
I love it.
All right.
What better villain could Thongman possibly have?
Then
Seeing as Thongman's constantly
gets caught
hungry,
and goes to jail.
he's not going to get in the way of Thongman's hamburger eating.
Yeah. So if you do have a villain idea, why don't you go to my page, check out all those links I just posted. They're all Kevin's, and you can check out his comics there. And if you want to, on the event page, on my page, or on his page, leave some ideas for your villain ideas. I'm down to hear them too.
I'm looking very forward to drawing these characters out, and we're looking very forward to seeing you in costume.
Oh man,
Hey, where's that Yuri guy?
Yuri's gone, man. He comes here, he does his stuff, and he leaves. That's
He's
usually
wearing
what
a
happens.
ripped tank top with cigarette burns on his own skin. He'd be a perfect villain. In fact, don't bother putting him in a costume. Just tell him to dress up the way he normally does.
Exactly. He's not. He doesn't wear a costume ever. He comes here wearing like vests above jackets. I don't know.
Yeah,
what's up
but
with
his
that guy.
jeans only had one leg. What was with that?
I don't question Russians, man. I don't
Good.
question
Let's
the
make him a
Russians.
villain. You know what? Take photos of him.
Take Yuri?
But don't tell him that he's starring in a comic book.
You should, yeah.
Show him a year later.
I just go around and be like, just hide in a bush. All
I'll
right.
hide with you.
Now, aside from the graphic novel, is there anything else you're currently involved with, Kevin?
Yes. On Jackal Comics, you'll find we have another graphic novel. It's free. Every Monday you get a couple of pages, and that's religiously every Monday morning. Demon Dog and Retro Rat. And this one here is one of my personal favorites. I spent a lot of time writing this one. The initial issue will be well over 130 pages in length. And again, they are free. We don't make money unless you click the ad banners. So, hint, hint, nudge, nudge.
Oh, guess you showed up right in time. How do you show up right at 1:40?
Well, I do have a watch, you know. Whoa. Hey there.
Who are you?
Well, I'm Cupid. Who are you?
Kevin Jackal Johnston, thank you for asking. This is wonderful. This guy's not wearing pants either.
No. I am a man wearing a diaper. And I did peek over on the doctor's page there. Are you the guy who took over there for a second?
I am the guy that took over there for a second.
It was kind of funny. I was really hoping I come in here when you're still in costume, but
That diaper's not full, is it?
oh no. I can get I don't even go to the bathroom. I just wear this for you know, jokes a little bit.
Jokes, I hope so. Yes.
But I'm a very busy man, so I do have to get out of here. Well, I'm not a man, but I'm busy. I gotta get out of here.
Well, take the diaper off and show me. I've always wondered what it would look like to see no genitalia down below. Come on, let me see it. He's looking at me all funny like, and
Exactly.
I just got the finger. Look at that. That's
As I said, I'm a very, very busy man, guy. What?
Thing. Creature.
Yeah. So, Honey Boo Boo's mama, June, got married to Sugar Bear. That's about all I have to say.
No,
And
no.
you can find pictures online, but I was there. I saw the whole thing
Did you shoot him with the arrow? Because it would take about
a long
400
time ago.
How many arrows? All of them, right?
Well, yeah, she kept eating them, so I had to shoot him with one, so he would go, and then sneak it into her food, our little love potion.
Now, when you shot her with the arrows, how many of them were stopped by her neck?
I tried one. I shot one at her toe, and the gnats in her toe ate it up. But as saying that, I must leave. Wait!
Before you leave, I have a question from last week.
I'm not gonna answer it.
Please, who makes the list that you put people together? Like you read the list and then you go shoot the two people. Who makes that list?
I'm not telling you the last time. I'm not gonna tell you. I can't. I can lose my job.
Well, who's hiring you? Who's paying you to do anything? Damn it! I hate it. He just pops out of here. I can never get it.
Yeah, that was pretty fast.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Yeah.
He comes again.
That's
he
faster
does
than I
the Yuri.
ejaculate on a Friday night. I mean, that's unbelievable. Good for him.
Yeah, he's not.
Not a very nice guy, is he?
He's nice, but he's cranky sometimes, I guess. He might be laying back on the cigars. I don't know. His voice sounded a little less kind of grumbly than it usually does. So who knows?
Tell him to smoke more.
Yeah. So you're a stand-up. You were saying. Yeah.
I used to do stand-up comedy in my 20s. Most of the comedy was...
How old are you now?
Oh, how old am I now? 41 years of age.
Not
Look
a
at
day over
that.
29. What are
There
you talking
we
about?
are.
Fool?
40. Who cares? Men don't give a crap about that age thing. That's a woman thing. How many women do you know that are 29 for 3 decades in a row? I think all of them. So... The stand-up comedy I used to do in the 20s was in the States. I lived in the USA for 3 years, and the Americans, they do like to pay for comedy and for art. I will say this, I made a very decent living in the USA. But I was a sexually frustrated guy in his 20s, so just about everything I spoke about, sure, who isn't, but everything I talked about was, I think, what I wanted to be doing in the bed. Then I started actually doing this stuff in bed and realized it wasn't anywhere near as funny as I thought it was.
What,
so
dressing up as Thongman in bed?
No, thongs didn't come around till very recently. I hate wearing those things.
Really?
I'd rather
They look
have...
they look so comfy.
No, sir.
Leave nothing to the imagination.
The front's okay because it actually holds everything in place, but the back, it's always like there's some kind of bug walking around your butt crack. It's horrible. I don't know how people wear them 24 hours a day. I can't.
Yeah,
do
ladies, they got some guts to do
Well,
that.
it's never the good-looking ones that wear these things, though. It's kind of like when I was in high school back in the 80s. Only the fat chicks wore spandex. All the good-looking ones wore kilts past the knee. Why is that?
That's just how it is, man.
I don't like it. Yeah, so anyway, stand-up comedy was what I did back then. I am getting back into it. In fact, I've booked myself in for a couple of shows. All the announcements will be made on KevinJackalJohnston with the T.com. .com. I love that. .com.
Now, are you employed, Kevin?
I was employed until Friday. I've chosen to take my writing and my public speaking very seriously, so I have left my employer on good terms, of course.
Oh, I was going to say, how'd you leave?
No,
Did you make
I did it on
epic?
good terms.
You
I
should've
gave.
dressed up as Thongman and been like, and then just lactated all over.
I was actually warned in advance never to show up in that costume, and because at the time my job was at stake, I chose to follow the rules. However, proper 2 weeks notice and a proper send-off, and here I am writing on a full-time scale. The comic books are great. There's currently 5 web comics you can read at jackalcomics.com. I'm launching 2 more in the next 6 weeks, plus the book I'm working on that you and I discussed earlier today that you did not seem to like the title of. And that is Why Canada Sucks.
Wait, no. It's because I thought you said why cannabis sucks.
Cannabis does not suck. Cannabis could never possibly suck.
Then I retract me not liking it.
There we are. So you attract the facial expression.
Yes.
You're smiling now.
Watch you see.
I love it. What a lovely smile that is. Goodness gracious.
Some Rihanna news. Rihanna faced the wrath of her fans on Monday night when she was booed for keeping them waiting for 3 hours at a rescheduled concert in Boston, Massachusetts. She was all, stop booing me. But in Brooklyn, but the audience in New York cheated her on even though she didn't start on time the following night. Blah, blah, blah. Rihanna's late for concerts and she gets mad at people for being mad at her.
Yeah, but look at the size of those articles. Look how big they are compared to real news.
Yes.
Yeah. It's horrible. It's not news.
And if you guys haven't heard about this yet, this is absolutely disgusting. I have no idea how.
We can't make this one funny.
Well, no, I don't.
We can't. There's nothing that we could do because there's nothing funny about this.
But if you guys heard about the 3 girls who were found after being kidnapped for 10 years, their 3 brothers, the Castro brothers, Ariel, Pedro, and O'Neill, kidnapped these 3 girls 10 years ago and had them locked in their house. They've had plastic over the windows
for a decade.
For
plastic
a decade.
over the window
and
for a decade.
One of them had a daughter, and she will not, and she won't say who the father is. So you're just assuming that.
Well, it's one of the 3 of them.
Yeah. But here I have the timeline of how it happened. August 23rd, 2002, Michelle Knight, 20, vanishes, and she was last seen at her cousin's house. April 21st, 2003. Amanda Berry, 16, disappears after leaving her job at Burger King. January 2004, so this is, police go to Ariel Castro's home about 3 miles from where Knight and Berry were last seen, and no one answers the door. April 2nd, 2004, Georgina Gina DeJesus, 14, disappears while walking home from school. May 6, 2013, hallelujah, Knight, Berry, and DeJesus are found at Castro's home. Police arrest the 3, and those mofos are going to be locked up
for a very long time. I watched the arraignment this morning on this. These guys, they can't even keep their heads from drooping. They know they're finished. They know they're finished. Now, I don't know if there's death penalty in Ohio or not, but...
no, don't kill them. Keep them alive
suffer.
for 10 years.
Put these guys away and let them get raped. Hey, listen, I am all for raping the rapists. There's no shame in saying that. I hope these guys get raped forever. Daily, hourly, never mind. Forever. Keep them alive as long as possible. In fact, I hope the Cleveland prison's infirmary is good enough to keep them alive, long enough to take ones, say, this thick. I'm showing a 5.5-inch diameter here. That thick, hourly. Please, guys, if you're listening, if you're an inmate anywhere in Ohio, when you find these guys, please rape them daily and email us about it. We want to see this.
All right.
Don't wait.
Now, just wrapping it up, I like to wrap it up with 2013. Now, is there any... you haven't seen Iron Man 3 yet, so I can't talk about it.
I've seen everything else, but of course everything else is already on DVD and Blu-ray, so it's outdated information.
All right, what's your favorite movies? What movies are you looking forward to the most in 2013?
Since Superman Returns was such a disgrace, a vile, reprehensible disgrace of a film, I cannot wait to see what Snyder's done with the new one. Obviously, that's the one I'm waiting for the most. As a huge Star Trek fan, the very, very close second will be Star Trek Into Darkness. I will, of course, plug our own fan-based comic book, StarTrekSparta.com.
Nice.
Set in the new J.J. Abrams universe. The Star Trek Sparta series is a free web series, 3 free pages every Monday morning. Those 2 films I'm waiting for the most. Thongman, sorry, did I just say Thongman? Iron Man, look at that, I've got thongs on the brain. Iron Man I am seeing tonight, you got my word on that. If you'd like to chat about it via telephone or in a public bathroom somewhere, I'll certainly accommodate you on that.
Is there 2 things I can tell you without ruining anything, but just a heads up?
Let me hear it.
Okay, no, I'm going to scrap one, but just, stay to the end of the credits, but don't get too excited for it.
Stay to the end of the credits. Don't get too excited for it. All right. And how does Mandarin look? Does he look good? Does he look like he should? Oh, the facial expression you just gave me says everything.
He looks fine. He looks fine, but it's just... There's a twist, and I hope you enjoy it as much as no one else did.
Listen, on the radio, everyone's been saying, well, they've tossed away continuity from the comic books, blah, blah.
Oh, yeah. It's just a dumb twist.
It has to happen, I think, to appease the audiences who have gotten used to the way Iron Man looks on the big screen. But I will say this, I don't like it when people stray from the source material.
It's basically not comic books. They're making up their own stories now.
Oh, boy.
So...
as embarrassing it is to say, Harry Potter, the movies have done quite a bit of justice to those books.
Oh, yeah.
I've read the books, and although there were changes made in the films, all the source material was adhered to. Very well, in fact. Very well. The Harry Potter series is the way... It's what every director should look at and use as an example for their own films.
If only they didn't mess up Twilight.
Oh, God, not Twilight.
No, there's one I'm looking forward to is, Thor is coming up. R.I.P.D. World War Z, that's one.
Yes, well, that's an interesting book.
And Riddick, and Kick-Ass 2, and Anchorman 2. I can keep going.
Riddick, I can't wait for. I'll tell you that one.
Stretch Armstrong. Wait, no,
that one is right
2014.
after Star Trek for me. I'll say this because The Chronicles of Riddick is in my top 3 favorite science fiction films ever. I know that Vin Diesel is a one-character kind of guy. Riddick is his character. There's nothing else that Vin Diesel can do. But he does Riddick very well.
Oh, yeah.
And that movie was more imaginative than most I'd ever seen.
All right, I have 2 questions left for you.
Do they involve my penis in any way? Because the guy down the street there asked me 4 times what the size was. I disappointed him.
What's the size?
2.5 fully erect.
Man.
Do you want to see? I'm fully erect right now. You can't even tell.
I can't.
My poor wife.
The question was, who should play Stretch Armstrong instead of Taylor Lautner?
Who should play Stretch Armstrong?
Instead of Taylor Lautner.
You got me on that. I have put no thought into that whatsoever. Me.
Just a random question.
Just me. There you go. Put me in there. Listen,
exactly.
I would lose the 80 pounds I would need to for that role. I would lose the 80 pounds.
Get some hair me. Going. All right. And last question. Where can we see Thongman next?
Thongmancomic.com is where you'll always see the photographs. We're actually in Ottawa this weekend, tomorrow. My guys took off this morning to set our booth up. Come and see us at the Ottawa Comic Con, Friday and Saturday, and Sunday. We'll be signing autographs because, for whatever the reason, people love Thongman's autograph, even though Thongman can't write and read properly.
So
As
he
I
just
think you
lactate
heard.
he just lactates on the
He'll certainly lactate for you. That's what he does best. Makes him smile. Makes everybody else vomit, but so long as he's happy, I'm happy. So Ottawa Comic Con, you'll also see us at the Montreal Comic Con this summer and Hobby Star. We've got our booths paid for, all set to go. They're even built, manufactured, whatever you want to call it, ready for you to come and get your photo with the ever sexy Thongman.
Thongman.
I'm really close to your microphone here. Thongman.
Thongman.
Oh yeah.
Well, thank you, Thongman, for coming on the show.
Thank you
slash
very much
Kevin
for
Jackal
having me.
Johnson.
Yes, thank you very, very much. Thongman, KevinJackalJohnston.com, ThongmanComic.com. Pick one, I don't care. By the way, follow me on Twitter, Twitter.com/KevinTheJackal. I am guaranteed to give you at least 12 tweets a day.
Next week, Rebel Heroes here. Here's the end of Compare a Cover. Bono versus Jim Carrey. You tell me who did it better. I'll see y'all next week, baby. Doctor, signing out.
Sitting on a cold